Using quantum physics for weight loss? What? Whenever you have learnt something and improved a skill and achieved anything and were successful at it long term, you have always done it the same way every time. You were actually successful at building new neural connections in the brain. That happens every time learning takes place. Whenever you have learnt something, improved a skill, achieved anything, and were successful at it long term, you have always done it the same way every time. For most of the 20th century, the brain was considered to be relatively static structure. It was thought that new connections only happened until the brain reached maturity. Scientific thinking held that only young children had this ability, and the brain virtually stopped evolving when maturity was reached. However, new studies conclusively show that we all have and retain this ability for our entire lives. According to Dr. Jeffrey Swartz, UCLA Neuropsychiatrist Institute in Quantum Physics, building new neural connections is called neuroplasticity. You may not even know what neuroplasticity is, or how you do it, or even that you do it. It does not matter. You are really good at it and you do it all the time. So why is it when we want to do something like lose weight and keep it off permanently, we do something entirely different, something that we're not good at? We try to go on a restrictive diet or a diet and exercise plan. We try to get motivated or to use willpower, to use rewards and punishments, to force ourselves to change our behavior. We're not good at behavior psychology. We're not good at behavior modification. We try to succeed at a technique that didn't even work very long for Pavlov's dogs. And just like Pavlov's dogs, the new behavior quickly ends and the old behavior returns, often with a vengeance. Of course, there have been people who go on a diet and lose weight and maintain it. We've all seen them in our testimonial section of the weight loss websites. The truth is that only about 5% of the people who start a diet succeed. The 5% of people who have succeeded long-term on a diet program have succeeded because they were able to accomplish neuroplasticity on themselves. It was inadvertently for most part. It was accidental neuroplasticity. Through trial and error, they've been able to effect the change that they sought and alter their brains to achieve their goal. Another way to explain their success of the 5% is that they stayed with the behavior change long enough to create new neural pathways. Studies have shown that it is possible. The 5% of people who succeeded long term on a diet plan or program have succeeded because they were able to accomplish neuroplasticity on themselves. It was accidental neuroplasticity. Through trial and error, they were able to effect the change that they sought and altered their brains to achieve their goal. Another way to explain their success of the 5% is that they stayed with their behavior change long enough to create new neural pathways. Studies have shown that it is possible to create new pathways, but only for the responders to behavioral therapy. Example, the ones who outlasted the pain of cognitive decisions. According to the work of Dr. Swartz. So back to my point, When we are successful in achieving any goal, it is because we have somehow changed the structure of our brain, and that causes behavior to change and correspond with the new neural pathways. Our newly learnt attitudes and beliefs make our success achievable every time. Perhaps the reason why we don't try to use this very powerful technique when we want to lose weight is that we have achieved neuroplasticity only by accident, through trial and error. We don't know how that accident happened. Also, accidental neuroplasticity, while it eventually came to work, usually takes much longer than we want. So let's use a system by which we can reformat our brain to achieve our goal to be healthy and lose weight, the same way we always succeed. But this time, let's do it on purpose. Let's do self-directed neuroplasticity. It's fast and it's easy and it's permanent. The Be Calm and Relaxed company that developed Be Calm and Relaxed weight loss has just the system. It's self-directed neuroplasticity that teaches your subconscious mind to achieve the perfect weight for you and to allow you to maintain it easily and permanently. So no more struggles with your weight. To find out more, look at the link below in the comments section and you'll discover the Be Calm and Relax meditation for weight management.